Twitch. Anyways, if anyone actually jumps in the room and is watching, which I'm doubting, because like I said, I haven't streamed in ages. But I figured always good to keep the skill set working, and this. What you're seeing here is a game called 7 Days to Die. Never heard of it. Think of it a bit as like a love child between Walking Dead, Minecraft, and I don't know, a survival game. Whatever your favorite survival game. It is a little bit voxel based, as you'll notice, but they've been doing a pretty good job at prettying it up. You'll see they're going to give you a little quest on the side at first, really just to get you more started than anything. I played a ton of this game, probably easily 1,000 hours over, so some of this I'm just going to pop right through pretty quickly. But essentially when you first get started, you need a lot of the things I'm hitting here, which gives you straw or hay or whatever, not hay, fibers, sorry. And then you also want like little wood. Wood is easier to get once you have an axe, but you can also hit these little things. And you'll notice in my bottom right corner, it's saying, hey, I'm getting some wood. So you need that and rocks. You create like a really crude axe that you can start using to knock things down. On the other thing, let's see what's quick. Duct tape, you definitely, I mean, we all know duct tape's always good for everything. As you see as my character, I'm a little naked right now, just sporting the shorts, so we're going to have to find some clothes soon. I'm also a weirdo. I always have things in a certain order, but later, also, stuff off my tool belt. This is just a story. It says, hey, basically explains why you're naked. Scrap it. Don't need it. Away, because I don't need it. Flame block, which we'll talk about later. Alright, so first thing you want to make is, like it's sort of saying, it's a bedroll. And the reason being is a bedroll is where you spawn. So if you don't have a bedroll down, it sort of randomly sends you somewhere. Get them started. Whereas if you have a bedroll, it'll pop you. You basically get the option of either popping right on your bedroll or near you. Sort of depending on the situation, differs on what you want to do. So we're going to put it down somewhere in a moment. Let's see, we're going to look around real quick. You can pick up and put down your bedroll, but I already see some buildings here. So I want to see what's near. You may want to... Whoa, that is not good. Already starting with a bug. It just dropped me through the train for some... That actually is a rarity. I almost never have that happen anymore. It used to happen... couple alphas back pretty often, but this is the first time I've actually seen it in this alpha. Ooh, this like it might. So we're gonna put our bedroll down somewhere near here because you know there's always a chance I'm gonna die. Put it someplace a little safe. So you know it's like most games. You find a place, it'll tell you if you can put it down or not. Pop it there, and should the worst happen, now I can spawn nearby my stuff. I'm running my own little server here, so depending on server settings, you can do different things. It has some bugs, I don't need it. I run with a couple mods that mainly just increase the spawn size of the zombies. I like a more Walking Dead style versus default, it's a lot lower. Need some clothes. These are pretty crappy clothes, but while we have that, we'll also start getting some actual wood. And as you'll already see, there's some zombies around, but if you really have a weapon or anything, there's not too much you can do, but die. I mean, you can always have the choice of die, but not much fun. If you've watched other streamers, everyone has their own little unique style. Like my girlfriend, Kate, she plays this too. She plays it more than I do lately. She's definitely one of those who loves building bases. I'm the reverse. I like taking over structures and sort of building them into a place. Why would you build a base? Sort of as the name relates to, every 7 days they're going to basically send a horde looking for you and try and kill you. So while you're in the regular game world, when you run across zombies, they're going to try and kill you. But on what you'll hear called Horde Night, which is set to everything, but by default it's every 7 days. They will find you no matter where you're at and basically tear that place apart trying to get... You want to build a structure where you can sort of survive that. And not found any feathers yet. And as you'll see, I've already found some friends here. You'll notice I'm mainly going for headshots. That is what does more damage. So I'll kill these guys. I'll show you a bit more in a second, but they definitely can take more body shots. Headshots is what? Like I can sit here and hit him on the head, he can take a lot less damage. Hey, and I got some experience. So as you'll see, you're going to find lots of little hordes of... Here, there it is. Yeah, the little crawlers. Super. So... Pop them up. Whoops. Nice head. These I always hate because I swear they have more reach than you do. So even though you sometimes can't hit them on the head, they're still going to grab your legs. Everyone has different names for the different zombies. I actually forget what I call her. You'll see there's like the chick from The Ring that she's around. Oh, there's Betty here. And they've actually been updating the models on some of these lately, so you'll notice some of these look a little bit more, look a little better than others. Alright. So what we want to do is find sort of a base of operations. So I do want to keep that. You'll also notice my backpack can only carry so much stuff, so I don't want to run around with a ton of things. I hear it. Oh, okay. Ooh, I haven't seen you before. It seems safe now, but it's also because I sort of know what I'm doing. But as they get more and more of them, you'll also start noticing tougher ones. There's like a cop one who spits at you, and all types of things. Whoops. Oh, that's right. You get more, where are you? There you are. Oh, these guys are sometimes tougher. Put them all down. They also drop, as you'll see, little loot bags. People call them golden eggs. The spear is nice. So the loot bags are what give you some items. You can also craft them as you're crafting stuff. So not a big surprise there. But I'm going to put real quick. You'll also notice all of a sudden things got a little quieter. That's because I am crouching. As you'll sort of see on the bottom left there, there's a little eyeball. And it's basically saying how much attention I'm bringing to myself. The bigger the number, the more attention. Right now, I'm trying to keep it a little low. Don't need every zombie and their mother chasing after me, especially as you can notice some of my items are going to wear out soon. Can repair them, but what you'll notice is like the little items are easy to repair with just simple stuff you have. The better the items, the better the ingredients to repair them. Here's a spear. Try that. It has a little bit more reach. Both dead. There's a mod that shows their health bars. Not in the default game, and my server right now, outside of a couple server-side, chicken. Chickens are good because they not only give you meat, they also give you bones and stuff, and feathers. Feathers I need for making arrows. Bones you need for certain recipes, and of course meat is good to cook. And it does use a survival system, so you need food and water, as you'll notice. Here, we're going to repair some of this stuff so it doesn't break when we're in the middle of something. Don't need those. Alright. So this house... Actually, this is a new house. I haven't done this house before. So this may be where we're going to make our first temporary. Although, I'm really sort of feeling the place with the fence a little bit more. I've fought in that one before, so I know it. Although it can be a bit of a pain to clear. Okay. around. I also use a mod, as you'll notice here. These things get destroyed. Not trash cans, but trash bags and a couple other things. By default, they don't. The reason being is you can get them set where they'll send, whoops. Basically, every X amount of days, the loot will respawn. I do a higher one because I'm playing more like, hey, and then it's sort of the apocalypse. And so, you know, when you dig through trash doesn't generally refresh itself. So I make it where those disappear. The containers don't, though. So, you know, I can always come back and get those. You'll also notice there's some things I do pick up and some things I don't pick up. That's mainly at this stage of the game. There's only so much you can carry. And only so much you can carry. And the more you weigh yourself down, the harder it is to move. There are skills and perks and stuff that you can pick up that increase that. But we're going to put on this jacket. It helps with some protection. Also, you know, makes you look a little bit cooler. And based off the clothing I'm wearing, I need some coolness factor. It helps with, you know, hot and cold resistance, though. I guess they changed it. It used to give you some armor protection. Doesn't look like it does anymore. But that's okay. Crawler guy. You also do take fall damage, so you can also learn some parkour, and there's items you can get that help with fall damage, but for the beginning of the world, I don't have much of that yet, so a little bit more safe than sorry. Also, these trees annoy me when I'm trying to look around, seeing if zombies are sneaking up, so I'm gonna put the ones right around the house down real quick. I'm also supposed to be getting killed in my arrows. Man. All over the place, aren't they? Let's lure some of the... the other thing you'll notice... Oh, the biker. Biker is a bit tougher. The other thing you'll notice is the more damage some of them take, they rage, like, oh, he is doing right now. And they will do a lot more damage and move a lot faster all of a sudden. Okay, ooh, nice headshot. Hank. That's who I usually call him, is Hank. Oh, and there's a nurse. Nurses used to drop medical stuff, so I always look for them, even though now it's just loot bags. Oop. Get your head. You'll also notice there's little birds' nests. That's where you'll get a lot of your feathers and eggs. Eggs are also great for food, so you definitely want to collect those. Alright, so yeah, I'm actually supposed to be setting up a base. I haven't started that yet, because, you know, killing zombies. Who doesn't enjoy that? Alright, so I think we got at least right around here somewhat cleaned up. Germ. Businessman. Stones. Oh, this is not the place. Not the one. Alright. Repair this real quick. Oh, that guy over there is still running. Not planting any trees right now. I don't need paper yet. Paper you'll need later. There's certain weapons that you can make, like there's a blunderbuss, which is like the poor man's shotgun. It's really useful, especially early on. What's out here? Out here. Also dogs, so see me sometimes going around jumping up on things because I'm trying not to get killed by a dog. They can. A little bit of a pain sometimes. Right, there's the base down here. Which I don't need at this time. Get some dumpster. I hear someone, so... brass you need a lot more later on, but as you'll notice, like, it just feels like you can get tons of brass. I don't know how people have problems I see some people have problems getting grass. I throw it away just because there's so much of it. Where's the chicken? Alright, I'm supposed to be making my bow and some arrows, so let's do that real quick. And for now... Bows are, you know, they don't do as much damage, but the nice thing about them is when you're going into some of these buildings, you don't want to wake up everybody. The bow is a great silent weapon. Back to this, because pop that guy. Alright. We'll set them there. Might as well kill you two. Here one. Alright, so cleaning up in here, let's check in. Destroyed workbench. You'll find both destroyed and working versions of different things throughout the world. Keep up scrap because I like to use paint. Paint you can use for coloring things. I'll color code some of the things I'll get later on. Paint isn't the hardest thing in the world to get, but also not the easiest. Anyone in here? Let's shut the door. Let's see, we got some ammo, which will come in great later when I actually have a weapon. Some repair kits, those are nice. You definitely want to keep those. Alright, what do we pick up? So we got a bow. Keep my ammo in a place where I can keep track of it. Repair kits are great because I need to repair things later on. As much. This is the blunderbuss ammo, so when I can build one, having some already makes things a little bit easier. I think we are good now. Oh, what I should go do is find my bedroll. Okay, there's more. I hear you, Chip. Yeah. I try not to get hit much, especially in the early game, because you'll notice it only takes a few hits to really kill you. Hitting them while they're down is always good, you know. Works in real fights too, if you're not fighting fair. Okay, we found this little crew of them. You can pick up perks, which I will get soon once I'm done leveling up. Oh, yeah. That will help you heal a little bit faster over time. Where'd you? Is that loud? I guess you are. Oh, quit hitting. Nice. Also, the other thing to know about some zombies is some of them carry diseases. So you'll see some birds soon. They get you infected. I think the strippers give you something. That might be a special mod about it. But all zombies have the chance of infecting you with whatever turn them into zombies. There's some medicine you can make or find in the world that will sort of alleviate that issue, but, you know, as you can imagine, the early game, not the easiest thing to get. So on my little mini-map, yep, there my bedroll is, so we're going to pick that up real quick. Pro tip, whenever you're picking up a bedroll, instead of just making one, which you can also do, and it just keeps whatever your last bedroll is. Back to... Yeah, I got plenty of it. We may just do that. So let's make another bedroll. Whatever bedroll you put down last is your spawn point. We're going to go ahead and put it up in that room we were just in, because I think this will be our first little home. I don't know if I'm going to keep this for the Horde Night, but at least I need a good place to start. So I don't have to carry everything on me all the time. Room with the door doesn't suck. Other nice thing about this place is you can jump down and get away. Alright, so bed. That's a spot. The other thing you can do, as you'll see here, is you can upgrade doors. This sort of gives them a little bit more protection in case something comes in. I don't have any iron, so I can only upgrade it so much, but it's a good start. The other thing I'm going to build real quick is a storage box. Since I'm running a server, you can also do multiplayer. You always want to put things in a secure location. You know, if you're playing just with your friends, you may not have to worry about it as much. That may depend on who your friends are. But that's why I'll generally use a storage container versus one of these containers that are already here. Stuff in here that I'm definitely not using right now. This could. And then the land claim. Put that down there. Food yet. So the land claim, as you'll see here, this sort of designates an area as like your place. And the upside of that is it does help with some of the zombie spawn stuff. Find a good spot where they can't hit it easy. Won't fall. Great. There we go. So upside of this is sort of protects the area. If you hold down E here, you'll see it'll say show boundaries. If I go outside, you'll start seeing where these lines are, and it sort of shows you what your protected area. Usually, I believe it also does not let things spawn within that area, although don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I know at least when you put a bedroll down and it's your active bedroll, it does sort of put a no spawn area around you. Pretty sure the claim block does that, but also mainly what it does is it protects your structure and makes it harder for something to do. So normal structures have one type of durability. When it's claimed, it comes with a little bit more durability. We're not going to go down here yet. There is zombies down there, but also some loot. It's actually a little bit bigger than it appears here, so there's a lot of places that have little underground areas that are awesome. Ooh. And here we go. You'll notice these little books here. If it has something like this, it means you haven't learned it yet. And it has like an open book, it means you have learned it. I haven't learned anything yet because I just started this game. Go ahead and read it. And I think I've got most things. Nope. The other things we want to try and find sort of quickly is... No. Oh yeah, I came up here because I wanted to build. The other thing you want to find sort of quickly is a cooking pot, and if need be, a grill, so you can make food. The food you can make without those are pretty craptacular. I'm going to make this. This is actually where I'll end up putting my campfire on. Campfire. Way. Put here. And then when I put on my building, oops. That was stupid, Sean. Put it down on my building tool, and when I'm right-clicking, we'll use that for an upgrade. Now we'll build a campfire. It should be. Place them different ways. And basically, I finished my first quest here. So I now have some points. And one of the things I'm going to put points in, whoops, great name, is health. The reason being, you'll see one is called healing factor. The other one is iron gut. This helps you not just do better with food, it also retain food longer. And let's update that. Other thing is, since we're using a club a lot, bad boy. And sexual Tyrannosaurus is also a great one. It helps you leave things, but also it reduces melee and tool stamina usage. And as you'll notice, once you start getting into big groups, you want that. The other thing I'll upgrade soon is some pack mule, so I can carry more items. But let's get things started. The other thing I'll point out right now is on a bow. Whenever you have a weapon done, if you're holding down the R, it'll let you cycle through the different kind of ammo or things available. I only have the one arrows right now, so that makes this really easy. But there's like armor piercing, there's exploding arrows, fun stuff like that. Alright, let's finish this. We'll go to the trader real quick. That's what's on my map right now. It's fairly close, so might as well do it while we can. Traders are great because as you go through the world, there are things you can buy and sell through dukes. You know how you use, what is it, bottle caps in Fallout? They call theirs dukes. I'll pick up some soon, I imagine. But we can make our way, get some levels while we're moving around, kill some zombies, get ready for the version. Early on in the game, the first couple nights, I'm a little bit of a chicken, shall we say. I stay within the base, mainly because it's really hard to see at night. Later on, what you'll do is you'll find a whole bunch of zombies. You'll find some flashlights that you can put on, whether it's on your armor or not. Ooh, hey, not just on your armor, but on your weapons. My favorite is there are night vision goggles. You can see so much more with night vision goggles. Chick. I don't want to use a bandage yet. Oh, I only got one bandage, so I definitely don't want to use it yet. But if my life starts getting low, it doesn't do an instant heal. It does a quick heal over time. But I'm already normally going to get back some life anyways. Oh. Okay, he's moving a little faster. He's enraged. Let's kill him quick. Oh, hey. See him pop over here. Trying to heal people. Alright. So, you'll notice, my health is slowly going up. It's because I put a point into that. It's not obviously the fastest early on. You can also eat food, which I think I picked some up, so let me pick. I remember right, eating also helps. And you'll notice underneath here, you see my action bar underneath there. There's one of this is how much food you have, the other is how much water. Those are things you need to keep because I think you can actually starve. It's been ages since I have. But I do remember that being a thing. Also, you'll notice I just picked up a lockpick. You run across some safes and stuff here. System, unless they've updated recently, needs some work. There are skills supposedly you can increase to make it better. But I've actually never noticed a big difference between putting points in it and not putting points. It seems very RNG. Like, the random rolls, sometimes you love them, sometimes you really, really don't. And even when I have the skill maxed out and the attributes maxed out, the RNG seems to have more to do with it than it. You'll notice why it's not like in Fallout where you get like a UI and there's some player skill to it. Oh, those gold things I just picked up, those are dukes. I think there's a decent amount of dukes, so that'll be nice. Another little loot egg. Ah, 366, that's good. Alright, getting close. The other thing you want to do is by 2200 is when basically night is considered fallen here. Okay. Where are the farmer dudes? Farmer dudes and construction dudes and some of the old West dudes, they sometimes are challenging. Like these guys, you'll notice. They die pretty easy. But some of the others, they hit much harder. They take more hits. Hey. Oh, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Like you'll notice some of these, the women ones move really fast, just naturally. Whereas others, they get enraged is why they start running faster. Oh, so anyways, 2200 or 10 p.m. is sort of what considered nighttime. The reason that's important is two reasons. One, when Horde Night comes, that's when the Horde Night really, really starts. But also traders, like the one we're about to go to, are closed off. And by closed off, I mean they do not allow you in there. So if you're in a trader when that time happens, it teleports you out of it. And it just won't ever let you back in. Anywhere you get near, basically the boundaries, it'll teleport you to another spot. Let's see.
What are you looking at?
I finished my quest. You can buy different things here. Obviously, we don't have that many of these. So they have little filters here, but one is called a secret stash. There's a skill called Lucky Looter or something like that, which also doesn't just increase the loot that you can find, but also things like this. Oh, no, I don't have enough for any of this. Oh. Another nice thing about a trader is they have lots of loot containers in here too. The upside of that is since it's a protected area, like zombies can't get in unless you leave the doors open, but you can't destroy stuff. But you can usually pick things up here. Lead, unlike brass, I've had a harder time finding lead, so I'll usually keep that. Kind of corn, if we get lucky and find, yes, a cooking pot, which we definitely want. Oh, close. We'll look at that in a second. Oh, I think those were Lucky Looter goggles, in fact. Yes, so it helps your loot bonus. Let's go ahead and wear that. I don't have any shoes on, so we're going to wear that. It's better than the clothes I have. I don't like scrap armor, so I generally, as you notice, scrap it, which is sort of, I guess, why it has that crappy name. I usually go more like leather armor. I'm more of a sneaker, you know, headshots and all the good fun, versus going toe-to-toe. Where to get down in here? Yeah, here. Spot. Work, no. So all of these are, ooh, okay, you got some good arrowheads. All of these were destroyed, so, well, it's great getting the cooking pot. Not so great with, hey. The other thing we'll start seeing more of soon is wandering hordes. So what we're running across right now is just like the natural spawns. I do push mine up, which is why there's more than you'll normally see on some servers. Because like I said, I like more the Walking Dead feel. Oops. That weapon needs repaired. Also why I carry a backup weapon, you'll notice. Because nothing worse than being in a fight while you have no weapon. That weird sound you hear is when zombies are hitting the trader's place. It is, like I said, protected. So unlike everything else, they cannot destroy a trader. There are mods where you can do that later. Like there's certain... Where is my bedroll? Going this way. Oh, he came fast. That's what he... Whoops. I know. Alright, so we're going to make it home. We'll definitely get there well before nightfall. Unless I just start, you know, running through stuff, which, you know, I tend to do. You see some buildings over... Oh, in fact... I think I see one of the buildings over there that I'm eventually going to want to... Actually, I might use as the first Horde Night base. That is the building I think it is. Sorry, it's your turn. It's your turn. Let's go back to here. I'm trying fucking roll there, big boy. Which I talk a little shit, but, you know, I've been putting on the weight lately, too. Oh, it's not the building I thought, but this one is actually not a bad... Oh, there it is. Running. Not a bad building. We're not going to stay there tonight, but I do like the ones that are generally a little bit more close to the city. More things to loot. Oh, hey, got a whole bunch of stuff around here. I hear you, Hank. So as you see them, you start to get used to which ones move different ways and have different patterns. Some of these do dodge and weave a little bit more, but, you know, there's only so many different zombie types, and especially early on, Like, as I progress in the world, you'll see the game stage in a minute. You'll start getting more. You'll see the ring chick, which they call the screamer. And what she basically does is if she sees you, she screams, hence the screamer name, and calls a lot of friends over. They're gonna keep stuff on the way. Lead is good. We don't want to lose our stamina because we're going to run into people like that. Oops. I also saw the bird thing. Oh, some more eggs. That's good. And you'll see why that's good in actually just a few moments, because when we get back, we can put our pot in the thing. Which one are these for? Oh, hey. I didn't realize you got close. Come here, run boy. I saw something spitting, but I think it was... Where'd my bed go? We're still gonna run across some more zombies. Take care of the fast ones at least, because they will chase you a bit. Hank's good experience, so that's why I won't get him. Ooh, I see a little purse or something there on the ground. Ooh, good. Crutch, or splint, and some medicine. The white ones are really good for healing, so it does heal you faster than the bandages. The downside of them is it also makes you a lot thirstier. So it's always good to carry some water on you. In fact, do I have those empty bottles? Grab. We only got 2, but, you know, better than nothing. The thing you'll notice is when you get water, it starts yellowish. You actually have to cook it. So that's one of the reasons for the cooking pot that we want. Okay. Yeah, I heard you. I'm gone. I think it's like right over this hill. We'll get a few more to fight. Save our stamina, because the weapons use some stamina. There's some wood. Ooh, God. I heard another one. Oh shit, there's a dog. Dogs, not so hard when you have a gun. Not so easy when you don't. You get good headshots on them, they're fine, but I play a little bit safer. I like to, you can die and respawn and all that. I tend to try and play like, you know, Iron Man version, where it's like you die, you get 1 life. But also depends on how far along you get when you die. You're already all built up. Sometimes it's fun to restart. If you're like in the middle, like, you know, 1 death, what's it gonna hurt? You know, at the end of the day, it's a game. It's play it whatever you get the most fun out of it. All right, here, close this. The other thing you'll see me do, and we'll do it real quick actually, is I also tend to maybe what we'll do instead was put it, I don't know if we can put it here. Fence. Quick. So the thing you'll notice is they can get up here. And so sometimes what you want to do is put things in the way where they can't just quickly get to you. Gives you a chance to at least set up some fence or... And then if I just get it a little bit. Add some iron on. Heard me. Definitely hear them more. Waiting to figure out what they're doing. These I keep because walk stuff. Vitamins, crutch is good. Medicine is definitely good. That in a minute. Get shale, yeah. So, while they're trying to figure out what they're doing, put this on here, and you always have to have some kind of fuel. You can always use wood. It burns a little bit hotter, though. You can also get coal in some places. Coal burns cleaner. I don't remember if it cleans. It also cooks or burns longer, but it's cleaner and it doesn't attract as much. The reason I bring that up is one of the things that attracts zombies is go ahead, turn these two into water. Cleaner water. There's also another version of water that you can get later on, like tabs or something. But also, we want to make some bandages, regular bandages. One, two of them. So the difference between these two bandages, this one, as you'll see, it stops bleeding, but also helps speed up healing, where this one just stops bleeding. Doesn't do. Probably done by now. Yep. Off, always good water. Keep 3 on us and 3 here. That real quick. Let's see. Now, once I get a grill, I can cook these meats together. It's bacon and egg. You can also make one now, but I like the bacon and eggs better if I can save it for it. You'll notice here, though, I can cook. You can boiled. You can do charred meat because you don't have a grill. And then later on, it's just cooking pot. I just have to upgrade it. You can also do boiled meat, which gives you sort of water and meat at the same time. Since we're here, how many points we got? 2. What was the other thing I was saying I wanted to get? Oh yeah, pack now. I should do that now. And as you'll notice now, I have more spots like this. So when I get too far into these spots, it starts slowing me down. I always put things at the bottom, but it counts how many slots you're using. So this is really helpful. So you can carry more loot when you're running back and forth. Certain loots you can put up after a bit. So as you'll notice, repairing this I think it just uses wood, right? Yeah, that one just uses wood. This one might use wood and rock. This one just uses wood. So like this I can put up. I don't need to keep it. This, recipes, arrows, so we don't have to carry this the whole time. And the rest of this stuff put up. Auto sort. So that way you're carrying less things around. I always keep at least 1 or 2 of these on me for painkillers to heal. This is like sometimes you can get a sprain or hurt. This will make it so it heals faster. Water, get dehydrated, lockpicks. And then I always keep a repair kit or 2 on me. I don't really need to right now because I don't have a good weapon. But if I get lucky and I find a weapon out there, I'll already be ready. I'm not going to need those anymore, so let's just take that apart. Alright, so... Oh no, I didn't put it. And you know what? The rest of this, I may play a little bit more, but it's mainly just fixing things here. Really boring to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one a night and watch the video and see how well it did or didn't work out. Anyways, catch you on here later.